The celebration of Africa Day 2017, Thursday, 25th May 2017, is marking not just a glorious moment, but is providing an opportunity to rethink Africa's development and what exactly needs to be done and in whose hands the development of Africa lies. It is the youth. As the African proverb goes, it is the young trees in the forest that makes up that forest. And in the context of the African continent today, it is the youth that will drive Africa's development, and the cliché of Africa rising will only become a reality when they take their space and use their tech-savvy skills to transform the African continent. And this is why it has to be so. The youth currently are above 200 million and projected not only to increase but to actually be the force that will drive Africa's continental development. And they will do so using their skills, they will do so using their partnerships, their networks, and their tech savviness. But these can only become a reality when we focus how they can move forward. And there is a formula to engender an inclusive Africa, and this formula is in the hands of the youth. And this formula is called innovative volunteerism, which simply means the skills that we have, whether they are skills in technology, there are skills in understanding agribusiness, there are skills in utilizing partnerships or creating partnerships and creating networks, but geared towards a common objective to unleash the catalytic sectors that Africa holds in abundance: agriculture, clean energy, but to do so in a way that can be able to unleash this potential that have been talked for quite a very long time. Innovative volunteerism is what is in every youth hands that can be used to drive Africa's development in ways never ever seen before, to catalyze an agro-economy of $1 trillion. It is in youth hands to do so, and I'm calling on each and every youth to utilize innovative volunteerism to drive Africa's development in ways that have never been seen before, utilizing talent, skills for the collective benefit of all. The youth, with all the tools that you have in your hands, today, Africa Day, is a day that you will not only rejuvenate your energy, but your tech savviness, your entrepreneurial spirit should drive Africa's development in ways that have never been seen before. Africa needs you, but you can influence policy in different ways. Talk about policies that determine production, how Africa produces and how Africa processes what it produces should be an area where you can influence through Twitter. As you know, Africa produces what it doesn't consume and consumes what it doesn't produce. Influence trade policies. Africa should trade among herself. Countries should be able to trade with one another. Discuss on Twitter how Africa can integrate. Africa is the only continent in the world where moving from one country to another, the requirement for visas is as much as anything you can ever imagine. The Yamoussoukro Declaration, which was adopted 20 plus years ago, should be actualized. It should be implemented. That decision was to liberalize African airspace so that moving from Kenya to Ghana, from Ghana to Cote d'Ivoire, or from Cote d'Ivoire to Gabon, or from Gabon to Cameroon was just to be like how to move across Europe or United States. This decision needs to be operationalized. Discuss how education for the African continent can be fit for purpose. The development challenges must dovetail to solutions in such a way that the catalytic sector can be unleashed. Influence educational policy and education curriculum, and ensure that Africa's education should be fit for purpose. With all these being in your hand, it is therefore very important that as we celebrate the African Day 2017, we put our fine words aside, pick up our tools, and start to sow the seeds that can define the present and the future, and leapfrog Africa to rise for real and to rise with everyone on board. Let us therefore go forth and reshape the future of Africa to not only be assertive in the world, but to ensure that Africa wins the 21st century with everyone on board. It is all in our hands.